This is the Bobcat News with your anchors Finley Roseberry and Quinn Corcoran. Where every Bobcat matters every day.
Konnichiwa, Bobcats.
Hello, awesome Bobcats. I'm here for this week's riddle. What word becomes shorter when you add two letters to it?
We have students who have been showing our Bobcat traits, which are being safe, respectful, and responsible. Here are the January students of the month. In Mrs. Huff's class is Hannah Person. In Mrs. Linton's is Tenley Peterson. Mrs. McFadden's is Theodore Zimmer. In Mrs. Mulholland's, it's Beckham Jacobs. In Mrs. Robertson's, it's Lainey Greenwell. In Mrs. Steiger's is Carson Peters. Now for the 5th grade. In Mrs. Berry's, it's Georgia Sparks. Mr. Haichu is Caden Navirez. Mr. Moore is Tanner Guena. Miss Ryder is Grace Wolf. Miss Stephen is Delilah Sutt, and Miss Schneider is Peter Adams. Great job to all the Bobcats.
Jace Layton is the 4th grade artist of the month. Jace has an optimistic personality and loves to be the teacher's assistant. He leads by example in art and is a great role model for his peers. Congrats, Jace, on earning the artist of the month. Kendry Balderson is the 5th grade artist of the month. Kendry has infectious enthusiasm during art and always works hard in class. She is creative and sets the bar high for everyone around her. Congrats, Kendry, on earning the artist of the month.
Caroline will be talking with Miss Whiteside about the Bobcat Paws and updates to the Bobcat cart with new items.
Hi Bobcats, I'm here with Miss Whiteside to talk to her about the Bobcat cart. So, Miss Whiteside, what new additions have been made to the Bobcat cart?
So we have lowered the price of the stickers for laptops for 5th graders and water bottles for 4th and 5th grade. And then we also lowered the price of the calm kit, which has about 4 or 5 fidget toys in there that you can check out from the office. And you get to keep them with you all day, and then you just return them at the end of the day. But the 2 main new ones are hot chocolate. I think those are 20 paws, and you can just come and see me to get those. And then the other one is create a page on the hallway TV. So students can talk to Miss Jordan to schedule that, and then you'll work with one of the news team. I think it's maybe Cormac Norton that's doing some extra stuff for Mrs. Jordan. And so you can create whatever you want to be shown on the TV, whether it's about sports that you play, your family, all about you, just so we can kind of make it more fun on the board.
How do you determine the prices for the Bobcat cart?
So the prices for the Bobcat cart, we kind of just do it, the bigger the reward, the more Bobcat paws you need. So like the affordable ones are like pencils, erasers, a piece of candy, that sort of thing. But the ones that are worth more, we just want you to work a little bit harder toward those.
Okay. How can we earn Bobcat paws?
You can earn Bobcat paws doing all kinds of stuff. I give Bobcat paws out when kids bring me attendance for subs. If someone sees you doing something that's nice for someone else, just being a good Bobcat, or maybe your teacher rewards you for turning something in on time. So there's all kinds of ways. You just never know when someone might give you a Bobcat paw. So always try to do those acts of kindness.
Okay. Thank you.
Yep, you're welcome.
Let's hand the camera to Emmett for Epic Sports.
Hey there, Bobcats. Here's a sports riddle. What do magicians and hockey players have in common? Let's start with hockey. Owen Hamilton is joining me for an update. Hi, Owen. Can you tell us what's up with hockey?
We practice in Riverton Tuesdays and Thursdays, and we play in Riverton this weekend.
Okay, thank you. Now let's find out what Rohan can tell us about the climbing team. 2 weeks ago on Saturday, there was a climbing competition from 11 to 4:30, and the climbers on the A team practice on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and the climbers on the B team practice on Mondays. And in a week's time on Saturday, there's a climbing competition in Gillette.
Thank you, Rohan. The basketball players are still dribbling down the courts. Here's Brayden to fill us in on some wrestling. Hi, Brayden. Can you tell us what's been happening with wrestling?
Lander Tiger Tough Wrestling has been going on for about 3 or 4 weeks now, and we have practices on Tuesday and Monday from 5:30 to 6:30, and we have a tournament in Worland this weekend, and then in Cody next Saturday. So, yeah.
Thanks, Brayden. The dancers are dancing, the swimmers are swimming, and the gymnasts are tumbling. Don't forget to get your miles in for the Blazing Bobcats reward. You need to walk or run 7 miles between January 18th and March 11th to earn the climbing gym reward. Now for the riddle answer. They both do hat tricks. See you, Bobcats.
Ryan Nicholas is the 4th grade athlete of the month. Ryan is a great team player. His competitive spirit is evident, but at the same time, he supports his teammates. During warm-up lesson or a game, he is continually trying to improve himself. All of these positive traits are witnessed every day, and there is always a big smile behind it all. Cameron Woltman is the 5th grade athlete of the month. Cameron has very high expectations for himself. He is always challenging his level of fitness and reaching for a personal best or a school record. He is a quiet leader with high expectations of good sportsmanship. He avoids situations that involve poor sportsmanship.
Let's check on Asa with the weather.
Welcome back to weather. Come as we get into weather for next week. On Monday, there will be a high of 47 and a low of 25. It will be sunny with a 1% chance of precipitation. Tuesday will have a high of 43 and a low of 24. There will be sunny weather and a 2% chance of precipitation. Next, on Wednesday, the temperature will be nearly the same with a high of 42 and a low of 23. It will be partly cloudy with a 16% chance of precipitation. For Thursday, 48 degrees is the high and 27 degrees is the low. It will be sunny, so there is only a 1% chance of rain or snow. And finally, on Friday, the high will be 46 and the low will be 24. Again, it will be mostly sunny. There might also be a 3% chance of precipitation. It will be a little warmer this week, but still make sure you are dressing appropriately for the weather. Thanks for finding out the weather for next week with me. See you soon, Bobcats.
Miss Hakela has been talking about respect on the announcements this week. It is very important to show this Bobcat trait. Cassidy and Callie will be walking around to ask teachers what advice they can give us to show respect.
Hi, Miss Ryder.
Hi, Callie.
How can we show respect to each other?
I think we can show respect to each other in a lot of ways. We can definitely listen well to each other if somebody has something important to say or just something that they want to share. And then I think respect a lot is just thinking about how will what I do make them feel. And we always want to act in a way that makes others feel better or happier or more joyful. So if we're just thinking about what can my actions be to make them feel that way, then I think we're showing respect.
Okay, thank you.
Hi, Bobcats. I'm here with Miss Haxley to tell us about how we could show respect to the adults in this building.
So a couple of things that you can do to show respect to teachers in the building or just adults in general is when passing, make sure you're saying good morning or hello, acknowledging the presence in the halls. Another thing that you can also do is when an adult is engaging in conversation with you, just make sure that you're being attentive, looking and giving direct eye contact, and showing that you're being respectful and listening to what they're saying.
How can we show respect to our peers?
We can show respect to our peers that when somebody doesn't want to play or doesn't want to be a part of a game that we're doing and they say no, that we just respect their opinion and let them do that and understand that sometimes they just need a break from whatever it is.
How can we show respect to our peers?
Just by listening to what they say and abiding the rules and asking questions if you wonder why there's a rule that is the way it is. That way you have a clear understanding of why we do things the way we do.
Okay, thank you.
How can we show respect to our peers?
That's a great question, Cassidy. We can show respect to our peers by saying nice things to them and about them. We can open the doors for them. We can pick up something that they've dropped and give it back to them. There's lots and lots of ways that you can show respect to your peers, but one of the best ways is just to be kind. Say nice things about people instead of unkind things and spreading rumors. That's not very respectful. So keep those mean things to yourself and only say nice things.
Thank you. How can we show respect to our peers?
Well, you guys can show respect to your peers by listening to them when they talk, respecting what they say, and not making fun of them for their ideas. Just be kind. Just be kind to each other.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
How can we show respect to our peers?
Show respect to your peers, first of all, by listening to them. Like really listening to what they have to say. That's one way you can show respect. Another way is kind of thinking about how they might be feeling. Show empathy for them. I think those are two good ways to show respect to your peers.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
We all got to participate in learning about rugby and sportsmanship over the past 2 weeks. Isaac will be talking with Andy Strike about the sport of rugby.
Hi, Bobcats. I'm here with Andy to ask him some questions about rugby. Hi, Andy.
How you doing, Isaac?
Good. What got you interested in rugby?
All right. So I got interested in rugby about 12 years ago, when a friend of mine who played rugby let me know that there was a team starting up here in town, the Speed Goats. And basically from my first practice, I decided it was definitely the sport for me and been enjoying it ever since.
Yep. How long have you been playing?
So about 12 years. I guess I started hanging out with the rugby team when I was in college and getting a familiarity with the sport, but it wasn't until I was about 35 years old that I started playing.
Yeah. Why do you like rugby?
So I guess rugby is one of those games that it's a difficult game, and it's one that you have to be in shape to play. And as we get older, there's a lot less opportunity for contact sports. And just everything about it. It's a thinking man's game. It keeps me fit and keeps me active in the community and active all over the state.
Do you have a hard time finding teams to play?
Not too big of an issue. Certainly there's not that many teams in Wyoming. We have about 4 teams across the state that we play consistently, but then we travel to tournaments as well throughout the spring and summer where there can be anywhere from 25 to 100 teams that we have an opportunity to play against. So yeah, enough for me, for sure.
How do you show good sportsmanship in rugby?
It's an excellent question. Sportsmanship in rugby is pretty much everything about the game. You have to have respect for your teammates because they're really giving it their all. You have to have respect for the people that you're playing against because it's not like a lot of other sports. As soon as the game is actually done, that's one of the best parts about rugby is that after the game is over, you sit down and you have kind of a little party with the other team. So it builds relationships with people in other parts of the state and other parts of the world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Nathan and Emery will be interviewing the future students this week. Let's see who they are.
What kind of books do you like to read?
I like the Diary of a Wimpy Kid series.
Do you participate in any after-school activities like sports or music?
No, not really.
What do you enjoy doing outside of school?
I like to play video games at home a lot.
What do you like about Baldwin Creek?
I like how it's a nice school. The teachers are nice. Well, and at lunch we get to sit wherever we want.
All right, thank you.
Hi, Bobcats. Emery here with the feature student for 5th grade, Claire Wagner. What kind of books do you like to read?
I like scary books.
Do you participate in any after-school activities like sports or music?
I do dance and rock climbing.
What do you enjoy doing outside of school?
Rock climbing.
What do you like about Baldwin Creek?
It's like a good community and there's a lot of good teachers.
Thank you.
Here are the reminders for this week. Let's continue to focus on our hallway transitions. This is important to be quiet in the hallways so we don't distract other classes. This includes when we are going out to recess or coming in from recess. Try to maintain a level 1 voice.
This time of year, the weather can change from day to day. We had a couple of really cold days this week. Make sure to dress appropriately for the weather.
Keep walking, running to earn those blazing Bobcat miles, and keep reading to reach your air goals.
Let's think about that riddle. If you add E and R to short, the word becomes shorter. Bye, Bobcats.
Sayonara, Bobcats. See you next week.
Here we go.